Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Today we are back with another Fallout 4 weapon mod review. This time we are having a look at the brand new lever action shotgun by Painter 2099 that just dropped. It is a paid creation, unlike most of the other weapon mods we've covered so far on the channel. So we're gonna see if this thing is worth it or not. It features professionally made assets and animations and a brand new smoke particle effect. Oh, that's great. That's very Terminator-esque. All right, yeah, and the smoke does look really good, I gotta say. And finally, there are, I believe, 2 unique versions to find. At least that's what it looks like per the mod page. There's a couple of pictures on there. Painter doesn't usually add a quest or tell you where the uniques are located. So I'm gonna track those things down for you and show you where they are. But first,
building something good, I hope.
let's make sure this gun is wasteland ready, all right? So we're gonna upgrade this thing first and then hunt down the uniques. So for receivers, we've got standard, light frame, heavy frame, calibrated, hardened, powerful, tuned. Okay, that's a little more sensitive trigger, better fire rate, calibrated, powerful, superior damage, better critical shot, and these all have just the base vanilla effects. I'm gonna make the tuned receiver as well as the advanced. I want to see by just how much this tuned increases the fire rate. That's okay. And then this is with the advanced. It's not quite enough. Maybe if that was a little faster, I would use it. The sheer damage boost you get from advanced to tuned. Maybe up the damage on the tuned receiver. I don't know. Barrels, we've got polished, superior critical shot damage, inferior range, widespread, removes front sight. Rifle sawed-off barrel, removes front sight, shoots slugs. Oh, ooh, that's cool. I kind of like that. Sawed-off barrel, superior critical shot damage, inferior range, widespread. Polished short barrel, standard. That is a very cool way to kind of reintroduce the sort of different ammo types you could get in New Vegas, because obviously this is from New Vegas. This is one of my favorite weapons from New Vegas. I always use the lever action shotgun. So I think, what do I want for this thing? I think I might just keep the one I've got, to be honest. I like that, and I like the tape around the barrel. That's very cool. All right, stocks, we've got short stock. Give it that classic New Vegas look. Full stock, better recoil. Comfort stock, even better recoil and aim with scopes. And marksman stock, exceptional recoil. I'm gonna go for the short stock. I want the classic New Vegas. Want them classic New Vegas vibes. All right, sights. We've got standard sights, glow sight, reflex sight, purple sights. Okay, so I don't know if this is an issue with. Oh, yep. Okay, so both of the scopes are purple in my game. I don't know if they will be. I don't know if that's an issue with my game or with the mod. If that's on me, I'm sorry to the mod author. If it's the mod, please fix it as soon as possible. So I'm gonna go for the reflex sight, regardless. I wasn't gonna use a scope anyway. Muzzles, we've got no muzzle, compensator, muzzle brake, and suppressor. It seems like the compensator and the muzzle brake have the same model. I'm not sure I like that. I would like to see different models for all of these. Frankly, I don't care that much about recoil on this thing. It's a shotgun and you need to cock it every time you fire, so I'm just gonna go for none. And then levers, we've got advanced lever, standard lever, and quick lever. The quick lever gives faster cycling and slower reload, and the advanced lever improves critical shot damage and AP cost. So yeah, I like that. I like to hit the panic button every now and then. Okay, so overall, I think that the customization options are a bit limited. I would like to see a lot more than that. Like, you know, I recently covered Painter's service rifle that he released many years ago at this point, and that mod is very in-depth. It has tons of customization options, tons of unique variants. And I mean, this mod has very few compared to that, and that was a free release. I do have a couple of other Painter's other paid creations that he's released so far. So the customization options are more or less in line with what you got with Painter's sawed-off shotgun. So if you found that to be satisfactory, you'll like what you're getting with the lever action. Personally, I would like to see a little bit more. Alright, now that that's done, we can track down the unique versions. Now, like I said at the top of the video, Painter doesn't usually give you quest markers or tell you even where all the uniques are. So I'm gonna have to go off of some of the images on the mod page, and luckily I think I know where they both are. I'm going to track them down, and I'll see you when I do. Be right back. Alright, so the first unique is in the gun store in Quincy, right here. You all know where Quincy is. It's already cleared out in my game. Funny thing, I actually came here when I reviewed Painter's service rifle. In that review, one of the unique variants of the service rifle is found here as well. And it's right here underneath the counter, Mare's Leg.
Hell yeah.
25% more damage, chance of enemies exploding into a shower of caps. All right, that's cool. That is a unique effect. I like to see that. Oh, and a unique animation when you pick it up. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, what? Wow, this is very in-depth and very, very well animated. That's me clapping. Well done. Well done. All right, cap shot. Okay, it's got its... Okay. Its own unique ammo type.
Nice.
And Patriot's Cookbook from back from New Vegas. You've collected an issue of the Patriot's Cookbook. You can now craft cap shot ammo at the chemistry workbench. All right, there's the occasional spelling error in a lot of Painter's mods. Painter is Ukrainian, I believe. So English is not his first language. All right, so now that I've got this, all right,
Heads
Kate,
up. What is it?
you can have the other one. Oh, look at that.
I found my
You've got a gunner.
up in the factory
One of
here.
them survived. That's great. I love that so much. Oh, shoot. Bam. We still have one more unique to find, and I believe it's in the glowing sea, man. Just when I thought I was out.
Pull me back in.
Been going here a lot in a lot of my recent Fallout 4 videos. Let's see, I think I know where the next one is as well. I'm gonna catch up with you guys when I find it. Okay, this looks like the right spot. Alright, so for reference, alright, so this place is just a little bit north of this cave, which is close by to the vertibird wreckage in the glowing sea, which is also close by to Hope's March Pentecostal Church, where you go in the Bounty Hunter creation, if you've played that. I obviously have. I'm wearing the duster. Some other landmarks nearby are Capsize Factory. It's to the southeast of that, and south of that other cave. You know, they're all just called cave. The glowing sea is intentionally vague and full of a lot of unmarked locations too. So I'm gonna find this thing in there, and if anything interesting happens, I'll catch up with you on the way there. Okay, is something happening? Yeah, I hear a Deathclaw, and there's a kind of Deathclaw engravings on this particular unique. So, okay, where the hell am I going here? Oh, and it... Hey, who the hell are you people? Sea scavenger? Oh god, I'm almost out of coins. Almost out of coin shot. Alright, hey, look, third person animations. Alright, very good, very good. I forgot to look at that before. Oh god, last one. Shit. Oh, look at that. I apologize for this little bit of jank we're experiencing. It's a heavily modded Fallout 4, so what do you expect, really? There we go. Okay, I really hope that didn't hooded ghosts. Oh, that okay, he disintegrated in front of me. Oh. What even is this? Isn't this the outfit Crimson Flyboy wears in his videos? Is this was this added in the update, the anniversary? I don't remember any of this. And I literally closed the game and had a look at my my load order, just like, what the hell is this from? And okay, all right, well, something's causing a problem. And they killed my Deathclaw, didn't they? They robbed me of a fight with a Deathclaw, you sons of bitches. Hopefully they didn't knock the weapon out of place too. See, this is why Canadian knife. Targets bleed for 25 points of additional damage. Increased damage after each consecutive hit on the same target. Boston FD terminal password. Okay, this is clearly for some other quest. That is a very cool weapon, though. I will be replacing Pikmin's blade with this. Oh, that's cool. That's a... If this is from some author that I'm just forgetting completely, I apologize. That's very cool, though. All right, so here it is. We found the weapon. It's over here in this corner of the parking garage. So this is why... Stuff like that. Thankfully, everything worked out in this instance, but this is why I tend to prefer when mods give you a quest marker to find the uniques, or the mod authors just tell you, like, look, I respect that, you know, Painter likes it. He's got that old school mentality of, you know, you gotta find stuff and follow clues. But look, mods break. People's load orders are crazy. This game is janky as fuck, even in the best of circumstances. So I like to know when a mod is working or when it's broken. So I don't tend to care for that approach. It's Painter's prerogative. They do what you want, but that's just how I feel about it, especially if something is paid. When something is paid, there should be extra precautions taken for the customer. But anyway.
There we go.
All right, Beast Hunter. Targets bleed for 25 points of additional damage. That's very cool. That's a vanilla effect, though. So that's interesting. That looks very, very cool. Does it have a It does. Haha. Okay. Blue cartridges. These animations kind of remind me of the ones you see in the new Bounty Hunter update. I wonder if it's the same author. I will put something on the screen to say whether it is or not. I didn't recognize it in the credits. All right, now that we found both of the uniques, I'm going to take them back home and I'm going to have a look and see if they have any unique customization options, and I will check back with you when I get there. All right, so we're back here at the house, and I had a look at some of the customization options again to see if there's anything new, and here's what I found. After finding both of the uniques, I've gotten access to the Quick Advanced lever. It's got both the effects of the Quick and Advanced lever rolled into one, and you can change a standard version of the lever action shotgun to a coin shot version as well, just like the Mare's Leg unique that we found. And the Beast Hunter variant has a unique marksman stock. Has got that like Deathclaw skin. Also, the ammunition attached to the marksman stock changes color depending on whether you chamber the weapon for slugs or for buckshot. Slugs are yellow and buckshot is red. All right, so now that the weapons are all fully upgraded and everything, I'm gonna go find some enemies to stress test them on to see just how effective they really are.
I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad. Bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I break 1,000 more, baby, before I am through. I wanna be yours, baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad. Bad to the bone.
All right, guys, now that that's done, I think it's time for some final thoughts and like an overall review. So there's a few things I keep in mind when I'm gauging whether or not I think a creation is worth spending money on. For this one, first of all, the models and animations, fantastic. Just, I mean, it says in the mod description, professional quality. It absolutely is. And the smoke effect is a great touch as well. And overall, the weapon is just fun to use. It's really fun to shoot. However, where it falls a little short for me is in the depth of customization. I've been playing through a lot of free mods, some of which are even by Painter 2099, and they are so much more in depth than what this one offers. Like, for example, just the pump actions of the Wasteland or bolt actions of the Wasteland that I reviewed. Look at the level of customization in that compared to this, and that's a free mod. So look, and whether you like it or not, paid mods are in competition with their free equivalents. Like, for example, Commonwealth Weaponry released their own lever action shotgun like a year ago, and I've never played it for myself, but I watched the video they made about it, and it has a lot of the features that this one does. It has very high quality animations. It has tons of customization, arguably even more than this one. Now, granted, I think that this version looks cooler. That's personal taste and all that, but still, like, if I could give one piece of advice to mod authors trying to make paid creations, it would be come up with your own original designs. Something that, because like basically every weapon in Fallout canon has been done by somebody in the community on the Nexus and has probably been ported to Xbox at this point. So I really think, and I would be much more likely to buy a custom original that was like lore friendly and fit into the world of Fallout. But look, like I was alluding to before, I personally, this one has the custom smoke effects. It has frankly a cooler design in my opinion. And like I said, it's got a lot of other stuff going for it too. It's viable end game. It's viable early. The weapon doesn't start spawning till level 20, so you won't really get it until that like mid game range. And I think if a weapon has to veer toward one side or the other, it should veer towards being end game, because like you're going to be in the end game a lot longer than you are the early. I think that a paid weapon should be able to be used throughout an entire playthrough. You should be able to that could be your sole weapon through an entire playthrough if you're paying for a weapon. And both of the uniques used vanilla effects, which I tend to prefer to see custom brand new effects, similar to like what Commonwealth Weaponry does with their free mods. Well, okay, half credit to this mod because it is repurposing a perk, the cap collector, the fortune finder one. What is it? Yeah, fortune finder. You find even more bottle caps in containers, and there is a chance of enemies exploding in a shower of caps when you kill them. You don't see that on weapons in the vanilla game, but it's still repurposing a vanilla perk. So like, I guess like, half or quarter credit for that one, I guess. Overall, Kate, what are you doing a little spin there? And finally, I guess the last and perhaps the most important factor to consider whether buying a mod is the price point and whether you're getting your value for your money. So this thing runs at 300 Todd bucks. And for what you're getting with the mod, I personally feel that it is worth it. Despite its shortcomings and despite some of the flaws. For 300, you could do a lot worse. So I'm going to give this thing a 3 out of 5. And that's not like a terrible score or anything. That's me saying like, I think it's going to kind of be up to your own judgment. I mean, it always is. I can't just give a blanket endorsement for this thing, because there will be people who, like me, would buy, like if I was just buying this, I bought this to review it, right? But I would have bought this thing, I think, just for my own enjoyment. I think some other people could play this mod and feel differently. They could feel a little shortchanged. So I'm giving this mod a 3 out of 5. All right, guys. So that's my review. That's my thoughts. What are yours? Please share down below what you think. Like and subscribe for more reviews. I still feel like such a fucking shill when I say stuff like that. I'm kind of new to this whole YouTube thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you want me to review next. I take suggestions. I won't necessarily follow it, but I want to hear from you guys anyway. So, all right. Take care, guys. Peace.